Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brandy. If you're new, I'm a homeschooling mom of 4. I have a 3rd grader, 2nd grade twins, and a 4-year-old that I am homeschooling. So if you want to see how our last couple of weeks went, then just keep watching. So the way we homeschool is we do Sabbath scheduling, which is 6 weeks of school on and 1 week off, where we take the 7th week as a Sabbath, where we rest, we reflect and think about what's going good and what we need to change. And I was really feeling burned out at the end of the 6 weeks, so I knew I needed to streamline some things and make things make a little bit more sense. I also had noticed that I had gotten really sensitive to caffeine. Over the years, I have been a coffee drinker my whole life pretty much. And I realized that for whatever reason, with the stress of homeschool, it was just making me super irritable. So I took the Sabbath to cut it out, and I was feeling a little tired for a few days, but it's honestly been great. I've been a lot more relaxed and a lot less irritable. We kept all of our extracurriculars. This is the girls at volleyball, and we just don't do our core lessons, but we keep everything else during those weeks. And so, yeah, having that time off just really helped me see that I really needed to find ways to get cortisol and stress out of my life. I already exercise and eat healthy. And so I thought, getting the caffeine out of my life may help. And I've been reading a lot of good books about it. One called Caffeine Blues and another one called I can't remember what it's called at the moment. But anyway, it's been very insightful, and I definitely feel a lot calmer with no anxiety. So if you have anxiety, look into it.
Our next stop, the country fair.
So now we're heading into the 2nd week, which was last week. We finished The Wind in the Willows for our read aloud during literature time. And 2 days a week, I asked the kids to do a written narration, and 3 days a week, they do an oral narration. Alexa also does IEW, so that's totally separate. But the girls are here practicing their spelling words using a spelling game that we do, and reading aloud to one another was something that they really loved doing during the Sabbath, and they continued it on during this last school week.
Make it go here.
So you're teaching the class?
And then, but no other one to go. Only 5.
That's right. After the Sabbath, I didn't really feel like jumping back into the human body, so we took our science day to do kitchen science, where we learned about the chemistry of chocolate chip cookies, and that was a delicious lesson we all enjoyed very much. O-N-E is lots of fun. O-N-E spells the number 1. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. T-W-O spells 2.
8, 9, 10.
Good. This is 11. Say 11.
11.
12.
12.
Water. That's right. Okay, now, what letter is this?
8.
And H says? Is that uppercase or lowercase h?
Lowercase.
So he's going to swim with his lowercase friend on this side of the pond. Our extracurriculars are taking a lot of time with volleyball and soccer and gymnastics. So we're scaling back a few small things. We're keeping pretty much everything the same with our homeschool. But upon reflection, I have pared some things down just to make our week a little easier. We're focusing on the core and history and science, but instead of doing history and science both in a week, I decided to take 1 week for history, the next week for science, and kind of cycle it like that so I don't feel so stressed out. Okay, go ahead and pick it up.
Okay, let's see.
The ball, look at the sign.
Here.
What does it say? 25 what?
Wait.
You gave me $25. That's a lot more than you needed. 25 cents. All right, take your ball.
Yeah.
You got plenty.
Let's go better.
All right, so how many cups were you able to fill up?
1, 2.
Okay, guys. So what did you guys learn from the video? So this was our 2nd written narration of the week, where my kids were narrating what happened in the chapter where we meet Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz. So we began The Wizard of Oz. They are absolutely loving it. We are also reading Fantastic Mr. Fox at night. We just read the illustrated Wizard of Oz during our literature hour, and they really are enjoying the story, even Mia. My kids were grounded from electronics last week, and it was their most creative week ever. We may stick with that going forward. They were building and making all kinds of things, like this adorable little car that Alexa made. So, I don't know. Sometimes being grounded is not so bad, I guess. The last thing I'll show you is this adorable coasters that my kids made in their art co-op class. They are all loving co-op, especially Mia. She's loving her preschool classes. Thank you guys for spending some time with me and my family today. I really hope you guys had a great homeschool week. If you're homeschooling or public schooling or private schooling, I hope the kids had a wonderful week, and I hope you guys will stop by again next week for our next one. Talk to you soon. Bye.